People, what's going on? Millions of dollars. Man, about 1,000 views in one day, 25 or so dislikes to about 9 likes. Man, I got 25 people or so's panties in a bunch. Well, good for you. Good for you if your panties, if you was one of the 25 and your panties was in a bunch. Good for you. I'm going to explain that video if you hadn't already understood what the purpose of that video. I'm going to explain it at some point, not this video, because I got other things and news I want to get to. Okay, I haven't made videos in a while, but I got things to talk about. So, let's move on. E3 popped off today, yesterday, depending on when you see this. Now, I'm going to try to make this a quick video under 5 minutes because believe me, I have a lot to say about this, but I just want to get this out as soon as possible. Okay, and then I'm gonna expand. Then these, like, it's gonna be expansion packs, you know what I'm saying, off this video. Now, before E3, I was thinking, okay, Xbox had 2 avenues they could have went down. They could have had the avenue where they just made very poor business decisions, you know, regarding the design and the path and the agenda of their new consoles, the new generation of console, you know, cable box, whatever you want to call it. Or they were really, really smart, and they already, marketing wise, and they strategically was going to spill the beans because they knew that PlayStation was going to have to say the same thing. Now, before today, I would say, I don't know, because I could see it going both ways. And I would actually give them the benefit of the doubt, saying that they probably were even smarter, you know, by spilling the beans, because they didn't want to distract people during E3 with this whole DRM stuff. And, you know, if PlayStation held out and then finally said it, that could have really shot themselves in the foot. But we all know that that's not the case. So the only thing left is Xbox just made a fucked up business decision regarding their new system. I mean, I don't know how they could have. How could they have messed up this bad? Okay, and I want to say I want to keep swearing and everything, but I don't swear that much. You know, I say it every now and then. But how could you? I gotta say, how could you fuck up this bad? Like, how could you say, this is what we're gonna do to people that have supported us? They clearly were winning. They clearly were winning the video game, and everyone, boom. People's first inkling when they thought about video games was Xbox. I mean, last generation, before that, it was PlayStation. They came back, they took what was rightfully theirs. You know, and I was an underdog fan when I first got the Xbox, the original Xbox. I was like, hey, Xbox is better, you know, and I was riding for Xbox, man. And then when 360 came, boom, I was riding for them because they still were the underdog, you know, because they were hungry. They were hungry, you know what I mean? PlayStation 3 came out and they was like, you know, boom, yeah, we'll come out when we're ready to come out. And I was like, yeah, fuck you, PlayStation. You know, I mean, you know, the hungriest will win. That's what is shown to me. The hungriest will win. And what happened is, during this time of this current generation, because it's not the next generation yet, what happened was Xbox became my secondary console of choice. And the reason why is because of the things that they started to do. They were hungry, they were out in the lead, they were devouring everything in sight. You know what I'm saying? They were devouring everything in sight. You know? And you know, like the live, they had people, you know, live junkies. Everyone was like hooked on, like, oh my god, PlayStation, you can't talk to anyone, you know, and all that. But here's the thing, I don't want to get sidetracked because, like I said, I got a lot to say. But what I'm saying to you is this: there were things that that Xbox did that made me say, okay, I got to look at PS3 a little harder. And when I looked at PS3 a little harder and Sony a little harder, I realized, I said, okay, PlayStation they realized that they messed up by not being hungry. Now, in the next generation, they are making up for that hunger. PlayStation 4. No DRM. You can game offline. Can you imagine that? See, that's the sad part about it. That's not really a win, people. That's what's supposed to happen. See, Microsoft, by them even having the arrogance of saying, yeah, we don't like the way, that you're gaming. We want to fuck with you. We want to charge you more, and we want you, when you buy the game, we want you to keep that shit. We don't want you to give it to your friend. And if you do, there's some certain stipulations, some hoops that you got to jump. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're thinking about unplugging your shit from the internet, So I know I said I was going to keep this under 5, but I can't because I have a lot to say. But all I'm saying is this: for those of you, and this is my closing one. I'm gonna get back on this topic because this topic is hot. For those of you that have always said, I'm gonna ride with Xbox, and you're still gonna ride with Xbox after you hear this and after you heard E3, then all I have to say is this: you deserve an Xbox. I think you deserve it. I think when somebody tells you, I want this much money from you, which is more than the PS4, by the way, $100 more than the PS4. I want you to not be able to play offline if you are taking your game on vacation over to your cousin's house and your cousin lives down in the sticks and you just want to play Madden with him. But you can't because you already been on the flight, about 6 hours, you haven't, whatever. You can't do it. And then on top of it, if you wanted to leave, give somebody a game or trade a game in or whatever, you can't do it. If you buy an Xbox, knowing these conditions and knowing that PlayStation 4, that you will not have those issues to worry about, that your gaming console is your gaming console, your games are your games, then you deserve to have an Xbox. And that's the most polite way I can tell you that you are tripping.